What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to beautiful, cloudy, disgusting weather, Ohio. Well, I guess not welcome back because I'm probably going to post this video before I do the Jeep Beach one. You can see, actually, my beach registration up there. I got sand everywhere inside this Jeep, on the inside, on the floor. Still haven't emptied out the cooler. Pretty much, I'll probably post this video first for one reason, and one reason only: to satisfy everybody on my wheels and tires. Yes, they are finally here. Probably when I was down at Jeep Beach meeting some of you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome talking to me. I love talking to people, meeting new people. Again, don't feel afraid to come up and talk to me about my Jeep or plans that I have or anything like that. But the number one question that I got from pretty much everybody is, where are your wheels? And it's a long story, but they did not get here in time for Jeep Beach. But I am very happy to say that they have, in fact, landed here in Ohio. I just happened to be in Florida when they got here. So we are gonna go over the wheels, show you guys why it took so long to get these wheels and why I wanted them painted. And then we were gonna mount the tires to the wheels, balance them, and finally mount them to the Jeep. So Ryan's already inside and he has just finished mounted his 26s. They're insane. They are so big, the camera will not do it justice, because he sent me a picture and then I saw them in person and it's just 26s on 40s is unreal. But let's pull the Jeep around, see what he's up to, and unpack my wheels. I literally was not kidding when I was telling you there's sand everywhere in this Jeep, up by the speaker. Also, shout out to the lady who threw this out of her mojito. When she saw me on the beach, she said, "Oh, you need a troll because you're the only other mojito that they saw." So I'll just keep him here. But I love the Jeeping community. Everybody's so nice. But having all this sand in here, I mean, that's, I guess, that's what I get for taking the top and doors off. I mean, I don't know what else I expected. Holy crap. I know I just saw these, but seeing them again. So those are his 40s and these are his 37s. You can see here are the 22s and here are the 26s, just dwarfing those small wheels. But the powder coating on the wheels matches perfectly with his suspension that we just finished up a couple weeks ago. This thing's gonna be ridiculously huge, man.
I know. Yeah. See how
I'm standing straight up right here next to his truck. I can clear his mirror, and that's before he put his 40s on.
I know. I'm gonna try and crank it down, I think, but it's just fucking huge. It's just huge. I can already see right now how much the truck's gonna bump up even taller, and that's like, we'll see.
So while he's over here messing around with his truck and tires, let's shoot over here, show you guys the new wheels for the Jeep and why they took so long to get in. So first off, before we get here, I want to show you guys, this is the actual beadlock ring. So if you open this up, on the inside here, we have a matte black ring, and this is what, for when you want to run the beadlocks for these wheels, this is what you will, this is the actual beadlocks part, the actual ring that'll hold down the bead. If you notice on the lid of the box, there is a nice like diagram of the ring, and it says beadlock on the outside. Awesome packaging, really nice packaging. And then you can see over here they did the same thing on the top of this, as well as like the accenting on the side. So RBP's packaging on these looks really, really dope. I decided to bring it outside the shop. It's a little loud in there, and you guys can get a better idea of what these look like when they're outside here in the sun. So again, going over the box, really nice construction on the box, really sturdy, you know, material. But I like that they have the ring on the outside and then the accent ring on the side on a black box. That looks really, really neat. It looks really high end. So RBP really killed it on the packaging. So what we've been waiting so long to see on the Jeep, and why these are so special, is because I had them custom painted for the Jeep. And there you have it, guys. This is why we have been waiting so long for these wheels. I had them custom painted to match the Rubicon logos and all the red and black accents on the Wrangler. Now, forget about this silver section. That will be covered by that black ring I just showed you, but that is also what makes these wheels so special from RBP. These wheels are what they call dual purpose beadlock wheels. So RBP has designed this wheel not only because a lot of people that run beadlocks are also driving them on the road, which is not DOT approved. So you can't really run them on the road or on the highway legally. A lot of people still do. You can run these wheels two different ways. You can run them DOT approved, so that way you can run them on the highway, on the roads, and you're not really get in trouble for them. Or you can run them with the beadlock, and it is a true beadlock. So what I'm talking about here is if you want to run the DOT approved tire, with the wheel, is you're going to mount the wheel behind this lip here. Now if you want to run it as a true beadlock, you can see this silver part, that ring that we had over there. So you're going to run your bead on the outside of this here and then put the beadlock on that. So it's a dual purpose wheel, so you can run either one. So if you're going to do a lot of crawling, you can run the beadlock, but if you're going to do a lot of road driving, you can run it on the inside and still have the beadlock look.
Living that high life. I feel terrible for you that you have to jump out of your truck. I have to like fall down into mine.
And I know a ton of people down at Jeep Beach were wondering why I didn't have my wheels yet, why they got set back so far, all that kind of stuff. That was really kind of my fault because I wanted such a specific way to paint them. You can see RBP is kind of famous for the way they paint their wheels and stuff. You can see Ryan's are powder coated forged wheels, and he wanted them to match his suspension with the silver for the coilovers, and then the purple to match all the other purple suspension he's got. Now when I saw these wheels, I thought it would be perfect if I could just get a red line to accent the outside edges of these pockets here. That way it could match the Rubicon logo and the hood graphic that I did, that a lot of people still to this day ask me if I will ship these out, and unfortunately it's hand cut. It's too difficult for me to make at the time. But if you guys are interested, there is a website, Pixel Decals. He makes something very similar. I send everybody that I know to Pixel Decals because he can produce them at a cheaper cost than I can. So anyways, I wanted something that would match the Rubicon logo and my hood decal and the Jeep logos and stuff like that. So I figured if I could get them to paint just the edge, that would match perfectly. And that is why it took so long for me to get these wheels in, is because it took a lot of masking to get just the edge, and not the entire pocket, but just the edge painted. Obviously now we have them. The problem we have now, actually it's not really a problem, it's a big solution. We're gonna put them on the Jeep. All right, now before I get this fully mounted in dot approval mode, I wanted to show you guys what it would look like if I were to run the beadlocks. So basically you would want to get to this point, and then that is pretty much it. You basically want to get this bead inside where the zigzaggy lines are, and then just bolt it in with the actual ring that we have right here. But because we're not doing that and we're going to do the dot approved one, we are going to actually fully mount it underneath that lip. And the moment everybody has been waiting for and asking me about, the wheels are finally on the Jeep. And they look so freaking good. In person, this is a little bit brighter, but it matches with the Rubicon logo and the hood emblem, and it just goes so perfectly along with everything I wanted it to go along with. And you have the little, you have the tail light that's red and the tow hooks and everything. 38s fit just fine. We're a little close in the back here. I am gonna remove this when I get my rear bumper, but now those power boards are really gonna come in handy getting up in this thing. But yeah, wow. Those 38s look so much better than the stocks. Now it finally looks like a Jeep. I wish this was the way it was when we went down to Jeep Beach, but unfortunately, you know, it got set behind because of the paint and, you know, all that kind of stuff. You can see I'm all dirty from mounting the tires. The longest thing that took me was all of these beadlock rings have like 30 of these like freaking bolts on there, so that took me the longest. Obviously I have never done that before, so that was new to me. Of course Ryan is a little jealous about the 38, so he had to do me up and do 26s on 40s. Man, that thing is massive. The wheels though and the suspension go so freaking well together. So we ran out of time today to get an alignment. I will be doing that soon. It shouldn't be too bad on the Wrangler. Ryan also has to get, I don't know how, but he has to get an alignment on his truck. How are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna give her a test drive on the way home, see how she feels, and see how different it is riding up that much higher. Oh my gosh, this front end looks so much more aggressive now with the tow hooks and the wheels and the tires. And everything just matches and goes together. It looks so freaking good. Now we didn't mount the fifth, actually looks kind of funny, but we actually didn't mount the fifth wheel just yet because I need a couple more bolts for that beadlock ring. You can see it is mounted and you know it's back there. It just needs a couple more bolts, inflated, mounted, balanced, and then we'll be able to put it on the back as soon as we get a relocation bracket, and we will be good to go. We'll have a full set of Wrangler wheels on the Rubicon, and they look super badass. Like I said, you guys will probably be seeing this video before the Jeep Beach one, so this is why in the Jeep Beach video will not have the wheels and tires on there. This is like the second day back. I wanted to mount these, get them on the Jeep, make a video for you guys, because everybody has been bothering me, well not bothering me, but asking me to see the wheels on the Jeep and the wheels and the tires. And I think the 38 with the 20, even though I know a lot of people were kind of harping on like doing 17s or doing 18s, I think the 20 goes really well with the 38. I think anything bigger than that is a little bit too much wheel for me. Anything a little bit smaller is a little bit too much tire sidewall, which I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, with beadlocks you want more on the sidewall and all that kind of stuff, but I think for myself, this is absolutely the perfect ratio. So, Ryan, we have a couple more things to pack up before we head out. This is it, guys. This is the way she sits. And again, we have the Toyo Open Country MT 38 1350 R20 mounted on RBP 50R Cobra Beadlocks. These are 20 by 9s, so you can see the ratio for me, again, is absolutely perfect. The 20-inch wheel on a 38 looks absolutely perfect to me. So again, we got a couple more things to pack up before we head out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the new look of the Wrangler, because we're going to be seeing a lot more of it. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to Jeep Beach, met me, shook my hand, started talking Jeeps, everything like that. I love that. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to this channel. If you have not been here before, get down there, hit subscribe, leave this video a big thumbs up if you like the new wheels and tires, and we will catch you in the next one.